It was mid-fall, the time when salmon swim upstream to spawn. Salmon have an interesting life story. As young salmon, they headed downstream to the ocean. Depending on the species of salmon, and if they live, they return 2 to 7 years later. The salmon jump the falls and migrate upstream to find just the right place to spawn. They'll look for a spot with a gravel bottom and a steady flow of cold water to circulate over the eggs. There they will spawn, then die of exhaustion. The height of the falls and the speed of the current prove the power of the pattern and the strength of the salmon's instinct. On a day it wasn't raining, I drove up to Hurricane Ridge. On a clear day, with a good telescopic lens, you can see Vancouver Island, Canada, across the Strait of Juan de Fuca. While it was raining in the lower altitudes, it had been snowing in the high altitudes of the park. With its highest peak just under 8,000 feet, the Olympic Mountains are not exceptionally high. Their impressive breadth and closeness to the sea make them special. Streams and glaciers carved the mountains out of the basalt dome that rose out of the ocean over 30 million years ago. The Hurricane Ridge Visitor Center is the activity and information hub up here. At about 5,600 feet, the snow was melting in spots exposed to sunlight and remaining in shaded areas. There were several trails along the ridge. The Visitor Center had been out of maps, and I was unsure of which trail to take. I met a wise and friendly snowman who suggested hiking to Sunrise Point. I took his advice. It's just under a mile from the trailhead to a spot called Second Beach. This was my last day in Washington, and I still hope to see the sun set in the sea. When I got down to the beach, I saw a big bird in the distance. It was a bald eagle. I couldn't have been more excited. I'd never seen a bald eagle in the wild before. It was eating a salmon that would never get to swim upstream and spawn. Eagles hunt fish by swooping down and snatching them out of the water with their talons. An eagle can fly at speeds up to 30 miles per hour and can dive up to 100 miles per hour. After the bald eagle finished off the salmon, it surveyed the beach, did a little stretch, and took off. I was shocked and ecstatic when it veered off in my direction and circled right in front of me. Native Americans greatly revered the bald eagle as a messenger of the gods and goddesses. They believed that their prayers were conveyed to the gods by eagles. An amazing place, this Olympic National Park. I slogged through a rainforest. I stood on a snowy mountaintop. I walked beaches that will vividly live in my soul forever. And I did it all in one park. To add to the greatness of it all, I finally got the kind of sunset I was hoping for. And to make it absolutely perfect, I get to share it with you. That makes me a happy camper.